Hey guys, welcome back. And as you can tell by the quality here, I got my new computer together, man. Yeah, all the parts came in yesterday, and I spent basically all last night putting the PC together and getting it loaded up with Windows and all the software I need and everything to run this stuff. So that has worked out fantastically. Actually, it was probably the easiest PC build I have done, and I will probably have a separate. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably have a separate video about that if anybody's really interested in seeing that. I can do something like that, but that's not really weight loss related, so I didn't really want to take up this video talking about that. But obviously, I did get it the new one up and running, so everything's good there. I think I've worked out a little bit of the lighting for the for these videos. I got some natural light and some artificial light, so hopefully this will come out good for you guys. And yeah, man. Overall, really liking the apartment. I've been able to stay under my calories really well through this whole process, which has been awesome because this type of life change and everything is the type of thing that used to throw me off. And I covered that in another video, so I'm not going to go into that too much. But I'm really happy with the way that I've been able to stay pretty well to this diet. And last video I talked about the fact that I wasn't going to be able to do the diner I wanted to go to today. I went to that on Tuesday, and man, I've been real happy with the way I've created some losses. Some holes where I can dump some of that excess calories, because I figure that that thing probably cost me 2,500 calories that day. And I'm trying to find places throughout the week where I can dump some of those calories. So like yesterday, I did not have breakfast. I had a very decent lunch, and I didn't eat dinner until later, which allowed me to avoid any of the later night snacks I normally have as part of it, which saved me quite a few hundred calories yesterday. And the computer was a nice distraction, allowing me to be distracted from all of that. And today I have also, done a very, very light breakfast. And I'm just trying to, over the week, create those deficits where I can dump some of that excess calorie intake that I had on Tuesday, so that I can try and even out by Sunday for the week 10 weigh-in. Man, it's week 10, dude. I don't know, man. That always fascinates me. It doesn't. Sometimes it seems like it's been that long. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it's been that long. I don't know if any of you have been on a similar type of weight loss journey. There's kind of that weirdness about it, right? Anyway, dude, this new apartment complex has a great workout facility. It's way better than my other one. Much bigger. It's got free weights. It's got the ellipticals. It's got the treadmills and everything. I cannot wait to get in that thing. I have not had the opportunity to do so, only because I've had other things like the moving and cleaning up from the movie and getting unpacked. Then my computer died. I had to build a new computer, and then of course work and everything else that's involved in that. Like today and tomorrow, I'm in all-day training, so my work schedule is messed up, and I get home later than I normally do, and it's just kind of messed with it. But I cannot wait to get in there and start doing that stuff again. I really hope to do that very soon. But I will say this. I will say this about that, right? So one of the things that irritates the hell out of me is on Reddit, people that are on the weight loss journeys, they're on Reddit and they post a lot. Man, they are a great community, right? But they definitely have a lack of knowledge on certain things, right? And people tend to equate exercise with weight loss, and that is absolutely not true, right? Exercise has very little to do with weight loss. Diet and dietary changes are what accomplishes all the weight loss. The going to the gym and doing cardio, especially, can help aid in some of that. But you're never going to do enough cardio to offset a bad diet. You're just not going to do it, right? You can't go to McDonald's for breakfast, Burger King for lunch, Wendy's for dinner every day and expect to run a half an hour or an hour on a treadmill and have it erase it. It's not. It's not going to happen, right? It's great from a health standpoint. Gym is awesome. Cardio, any aerobic and anaerobic exercise is awesome from the health benefits you get from it, but not necessarily from a weight loss. It does aid in weight loss, right? Because obviously, if you run for an hour on the treadmill, that's calories you're burning that if you don't eat back are additional deficits to help with your weight loss. But it's more for health afterwards. Especially the anaerobic, right, is getting your body mass more toned, getting the muscle, gaining muscle and things like that to help. And certainly, muscle as it grows, and the more muscle mass you have, the more caloric intake your body needs to maintain. So that does help with weight loss, but you're never going to be able to just eat 5,000 calories a day and just pure crap and then expect to see amazing results in the gym. That's not going to happen, right? But people don't seem to understand that. So when people go in and they start, especially with anaerobic exercise, people go to the gym and they start to lift weights, and then they want to see the numbers on the scale change. But that's not going to happen, right? Because what's happening when you do that is you're replacing the fat that you're losing with muscle mass, right? And I mean, you're still losing fat, right? But you're losing pure fat, which means the numbers might not change on the scale, right? Your weight might stay the same while your waist gets smaller, right? And your arms get bigger, your chest gets bigger, your legs get bigger, right? So your proportions are going to change. Your body fat percentage will change, but the numbers might not stay the same, or they might stay the same, or even go up a little bit. Depending, and I feel like people get discouraged about that already. I see it all the time. They're like, "Oh, why isn't my weight changing? I've been doing this for the last 3 months. I haven't seen much of a weight change." And it just so happens that 3 months ago they started lifting weights. Well, initially, especially if you haven't lifted weights before, you experience a massive growth in muscle because you're using them in ways they have never been used. So you get this like beginner's growth that happens, and that can very easily be attributed to what you're seeing on the scale, right? So when you start doing a weightlifting, especially when you start going really hard at lifting weights and cardio and everything else that goes into that, sometimes you might not see the scale change. But that doesn't mean that your body's not changing, right? At that point, you should probably be a little bit more concerned with your body fat percentage changing, right? So what you would expect to see if you start lifting weights really seriously, right, during your weight loss is you would expect to see a body fat percentage go down. So let's say you're at the weight loss journey, you're at like 29% body fat because you're coming towards the end of it, right? And you're starting to try to make that transition into normal BMI, which, by the way, you guys know I fucking hate BMI. I think it's complete and total bullshit. But I know a lot of people like it. I know a lot of people deal with it. So you're like overly concerned with this BMI number. I want to get down. I want to do whatever, right? So what you might be seeing, you want to start getting your body fat percentage tested, either with the hand grip one or the calipers, to figure out where you're at. You might be at maybe a 29% body fat or something like that, right? When you start lifting weights, and the scale might not be moving, right? But that body fat percentage should be coming down, right? So let's say you're at 200 pounds, you're at 29% body fat, right? That 200 pounds might be there 3 months later, right? But you would expect to see maybe now you're at 26% body fat, right? Instead of 29, right? So even though you're still at 200 pounds, you still have lost 3 more percent body fat, right? Which is ultimately what we're all trying to do, right? We're trying to lose the body fat, not necessarily the muscle. But when you do this type of thing without working out, you tend to lose both. Right, which for me, I don't really give a shit at this point. I'm just trying to get smaller, because quite frankly, I'm sick of buying tarps and calling them clothes. So That's what it boils down to for me. But I will start getting back into especially now that I have the better gym here. I will start getting back into that and start lifting and everything else. I'm pretty excited about that, guys. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I think everything else is going pretty good. And if you guys are interested, I did take some video and a few pictures of me putting the thing together. I didn't take the whole thing because, quite frankly, first of all, I don't have a way to set that up with my phone. I don't really have a tripod or any of that. But also, I don't really think you guys want to watch me try to get my big sausage fingers into this tiny space with the computer, trying to get the parts to go in and everything connected, and then cursing and all that kind of crap. So anyway, I didn't video the whole thing, but I did take some video. I took a few pictures throughout the process. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll do that. If not, I'm not going to worry about it, because it's not strictly part of weight loss, right? This is just a tool I'm using to make these videos, which keeps me engaged in my personal weight loss, but it's not something that would necessarily be something the next guy would need to deal with. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. As always, thanks for tuning in. And I hope you'll leave me some comments. I do like reading those, and like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.